Hi there! Can you really eat fruit if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes? And what are the best fruits for you? Also, which fruits should you be avoiding? That's what we are going to talk about in today's video. The 10 best fruits for a diabetic and the 5 forbidden or most dangerous fruits for anyone with insulin resistance, pre-diabetes or diabetes. So pay close attention. But first, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on our health tips, and share this video with as many people as possible on WhatsApp, Facebook, or by text. Let's get quality information out to the people who really need it. Go ahead and share it now. And let me know in the comments, do you have diabetes or pre-diabetes? Are you afraid of eating fruit because of your blood sugar? And where in the US or the world are you watching from? Drop a comment down below. Alright, let's get into it. The World Health Organization recently added diabetes to the list of the world's deadliest diseases. And here in the United States, it's a massive health crisis. According to the CDC, more than 38 million Americans have diabetes and an estimate 98 million have pre-diabetes. And when we talk about diabetes, we have to talk about obesity, which is the single strongest risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes. We know that as a nation, our weight is increasing, so we need to know what to eat. That's why this video is so important. Can diabetics eat fruit? Not only they can, but they should. But with a few differences compared to someone without this health issue. A person without diabetes can eat fruit without much restriction. They could practically live on fruit and be healthy. But for people with diabetes, whose bodies don't metabolize sugar efficiently, we have to set limits. Limit is the key word here. So let me be clear. Contrary to a lot of misinformation online, fruits should be part of the diet for people with diabetes and pre-diabetes, but with limits. Why? Fruits contain fructose, their natural sugar, which your body will convert into glucose. But fruits also have fiber and crucial nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body needs. And we know from hundreds of populational studies that a higher intake of whole fruits reduces the risk of high blood pressure, strokes, heart attacks, cancer, and obesity. Plus, the fiber in fruits is essential for lowering cholesterol, preventing insulin spikes, and improving digestion by preventing constipation. So, are the carbohydrates in fruit bad for a diabetic? When you weigh the pros and cons, absolutely not. If you skip a piece of fruit, but eat a dessert instead, even a light one, or have bread, cookies, pastries, and other baked goods, that is never a good trade. Fruits and vegetables are the foundation for the two diets voted as the healthiest for the last decade, the DASH diet and the Mediterranean diet. Avoiding fruit is a terrible mistake for your health. Remember the old saying, let food be thy medicine. So, what are the best fruits for a diabetic? When you think about fruit, you need to look at two things. One is the glycemic index, GI. The glycemic index tells us how quickly your blood sugar will rise after you eat a certain food. If the fruit you are eating has a high glycemic index, your glucose will spike like this. Your pancreas will dump a load of insulin, and you might even have a blood sugar crash afterwards. Now, if you eat a fruit with a low glycemic index, your glucose will rise slowly and steadily. No spikes, no stress on your pancreas, and no crash later. According to the American Diabetes Association, the glycemic index is categorized as low, 55, or less, moderate 56 to 69, and high 70 or more. Another useful tool is the glycemic load, GL, which considers the glycemic index plus the grams of carbohydrates in a serving. Because of this, glycemic load gives a more accurate, real-world estimate of a food's impact on your blood sugar. Glycemic load is categorized as low 0 to 10, moderate 11 to 19, and high 20 or more. I'm going to list the best fruits for you if you are diabetic, taking both the glycemic index and the glycemic load into account. But what if a fruit you love has a moderate or high glycemic index? Limit other carbohydrates in your day. Cut back on rice, pasta, and bread. And like I said, it is a worthwhile trade. And of course, don't overdo it on portion size. The 10 best fruits for diabetics. Fruit number 10, peaches, glycemic index 42, glycemic load 5. Peaches are packed with vitamins, minerals, and beneficial plant compounds. They are easily incorporated into a variety of dishes like salads, and can also contribute to a healthier skin, reduce allergy symptoms, and improve digestion. Fruit number 9, oranges, glycemic index 40, glycemic load 5. Oranges are among the most popular fruits in the world for a reason. They are delicious and nutritious. They are a fantastic source of vitamin C along with other vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And because they are a citrus fruit, they may help reduce your risk of kidney stones. But a caveat here: eat the whole orange. Don't drink orange juice. Orange juice is extremely high in calories, stripped of its fiber, and will cause a huge glucose spike for the immediate sugar overload. It's one thing to slowly eat an orange, chewing the pulp and fiber. It's another thing to drink the equivalent of several oranges in seconds. Fruit number 8, strawberries. Glycemic index 41, glycemic load 3. 1 cup of strawberries contain more vitamin C than an orange. On top of that, strawberries are the richest fruit source of fisetin, a flavonoid similar to resveratrol from grapes. The latest research links fisetin to a reduced risk of cancer and slowing the aging process through its senolytic effects, killing off senescent cells, also called zombie cells, that cause inflammation in the body. Of course, more studies are needed to confirm this, but in the meantime, feel free to increase your strawberry intake. Fruit number 7, plums, glycemic index 40, glycemic load 2. That's for a fresh plum. For a dried plum or a prune, the glycemic load jumps to 9. Besides being a great source of fiber that helps your digestion, plums contains adiponectin, a hormone that helps your liver and muscles become more sensitive to insulin. It's also anti-inflammatory and cardioprotective. Some studies have even linked plums to a reduced risk of osteoporosis. So, if you are a woman with a slender frame, adding plums to your diet is a great idea. Fruit number 6, pears, glycemic index 38, glycemic load 4. Pears are healthiest with the peel on, and the skin provides over 20% of your recommended daily fiber intake. Pears are highly nutritious, and when you go to the supermarket, you'll find many different varieties. Bartlett, Anjou, Bosc. A pear's high fiber content also promotes gut health and is associated with a lower risk of diabetes and can even help you lose weight. Fruit number 5, passion fruit, glycemic index 30, glycemic load 6. Passion fruit is interesting because it's known to help reduce anxiety and improve sleep. Some research also suggests that a compound found in passion fruit seeds, ethanol, may improve insulin sensitivity. But please don't add any sweeteners, which can mess up your gut flora. no sugar, no honey. Eat it plain. Fruit number 4, apples. Glycemic index 39, glycemic load 5. An apple, because it's vitamins and minerals, has prebiotic effects that feed the good bacteria in your gut. This is why they help protect against obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. And of course, just like pears, you should eat them with the peel on, which will provide about 20% of your daily fiber needs. Now for my top 3, pay attention. Fruit number 3, guava, glycemic index 12, glycemic load 1. Guava contains lycopene, quercetin, vitamin C, and other polyphenols that act as potent antioxidants, neutralizing the free radicals in your body. Lycopene is great for prostate health, and the fiber of guava helps keep your digestive system running smoothly. Fruit number 2, avocado, glycemic index 15, very low, glycemic load 1. Avocado could easily be number 1 in this list. It is rich in monounsaturated fats, which improve good cholesterol, HDL, while lowering bad cholesterol, LDL. It can improve insulin resistance and reduce the risk of metabolic syndrome. The only issue is that it's very calorie dense, and calories lead to weight gain. If you eat too much avocado, even though it's one of the healthiest fruits out there, you will gain weight, and gaining weight will worsen your blood sugar control. And fruit number 1, cherries, glycemic index 20, glycemic load 6. Cherries are fruits rich in potassium and antioxidants. In addition to their vitamins and antioxidants, cherries can improve your sleep as they naturally contain melatonin, a very important hormone for your sleep cycle. And the 5 fruits a diabetic should limit or avoid. Fruit number 1, grapes, glycemic index 59, moderate, glycemic load 11, moderate. Grapes contain resveratrol, which is great for your skin and has anti-aging properties. They also have potassium, which helps with blood pressure, and they may help flush out uric acid. But if you have diabetes, you have to go easy on them. Fruit number 2, mango, glycemic index 56, moderate, glycemic load 13, moderate. The effect is similar to drinking a glass of orange juice, even though mango has many vitamins and is delicious and fragrant. If you have diabetes, eat it in a very small portion. Fruit number 3, pineapple, glycemic index 66, moderate to high, glycemic load 12, moderate. Pineapple can help reduce arthritis pain, boost immunity, suppress inflammation, and may even speed up recovery after a strenuous workout. But since its glycemic index is high, eat very little or avoid it. Fruit number 4, banana. Glycemic index 62, moderate to high. Glycemic load 16, moderate. I'm not telling you to stop eating bananas entirely, but maybe eat half a banana. We know bananas are rich in potassium, so if you have high blood pressure, they can help managing it. And finally, fruit number 5, watermelon. Glycemic index 72, high. Glycemic load 4. Watermelon is hydrating, has plenty of potassium, and many of the usual benefits from fruits. But for someone with diabetes, it's best to reduce portion sizes significantly. The same goes for cantaloupe, which has similar glycemic values. My final thoughts. Now, you might be thinking, whoa, all the best tasting fruits have a high glycemic index. It can feel a little discouraging, can't it? Can you eat fruits with a high glycemic index? Yes, you can, but you must limit them. This means eating smaller portions or cutting back on other carbs that day to make room for it, or increasing your physical activity. Get some more exercise in so you can still enjoy life's simple pleasures. Important rules to remember. Don't make juice. Juicing removes the fiber and concentrates the fruit, creating a massive sugar load. 2, don't buy fruit juice at the supermarket, especially those cartons and bottles thinking they are good for you. They are not. They will absolutely spike your glucose and can contribute to fatty liver disease. 3, avoid dried fruits like raisins and dates. When you remove the water from the fruit, you concentrate the sugar. Even a small portion can raise your glucose significantly. And the main message I want you to take away from this video is this: eat the fruits you enjoy. If you love watermelon or mango, you don't have to stop eating them, but eat a very small amount. If you love cherries, which are one of the ideal fruits for diabetic, you can eat a little more. And try to eat fruits of various colors. Why colors? Because different colors indicate different phytonutrients. Aim for a variety and rotate the fruits you eat. No single fruit should be completely cut from your diet. Some you can eat more, others less. The ideal approach is eat a little bit of everything. Restrictive diets often lead to a rebound effect. You start having cravings, you dream about watermelon, and you might end up binging and regretting it later. The ideal, as always, is moderation. Did you enjoy the video? Remember to share it so more people can have this knowledge. And what video will you watch next? I'll leave you one recommendation here. My video about a heart attack alone. What should you do? My name is Dr. Andre Wambier and I'm a cardiologist. This is Dr. Dre Health Tips. Remember to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.